pulling on a bumper, getting at a bitch, in my own shit. It's a must that I bang the switch. Hot batteries with big strokes, hit the switch and it won't smoke. My shit's on fire, that 91 blinking low. The aim arms is done, ain't no leaning when I'm turning low. Smoke out the window.
Assalamu alaikum. In every walk of life, no matter what religion or creed, man was created to worship. And with that worship, it's a command to love and honor. And to uphold that love and honor, man has had to defend those pillars from the beginning of time. In my faith, as Muslim and Islam, you see an evil and you can physically stop it, you're commanded to stop it. If you can't physically stop it, you are to speak out against it. And if you can't speak out against it for whatever reason, you're to pray about it. And that's the weakest of all. So when I look at you guys that I know walk with me, talk with me, walk the same streets, did the same thing, and thus and us that have elevated, doing other things in life, made it, whatever you want to call it, we're really not successful, man, until we go back and undo some of this crap, man. It's just the truth. We gotta undo some of that, man. And it's not about violence for violence. What I mean is, man, eradicating the origin of this bull, man. This bull that we created, man. I understand that things happen over the years and that people have gotten into their feelings and vengefulness, and some of them may be right. Hey, I feel you. But it comes a point in time, man, where we gotta get rid of the root of the problem. See, we from Tacoma, Washington. Many of us. Homegrown, T-Town boys, born and raised. And many migrated here. And we were family, we were one. Especially up there on the hilltop in the east side. And later Lakewood. These communities were together. But before Lakewood, and I'm not talking about the gangs, I'm just talking about the people being joined together. You had on the hilltop a beautiful metropolis of people of color. Cubans, Italians, blacks, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans. I mean, it was beautiful. But drugs and gangs were the cancer. Just like any other state in this country that were riddled with that movement. And many of us in the beginning, bruh, we weren't naive. We saw a chance to advance and we took it. And in that, you see the result of it. But we knew the result of it, and that's why we're quote unquote out of it successful now. But we're not. We're not, bruh. We should be able to stand shoulder to shoulder, man, and remove this nonsense, man. If you really want drugs out your community, man, it's us that can remove it. They can't move it, but we can. And I'm not talking about in a violent way, bruh. We got to respect the love, and if we honor and love and respect our neighbors, it's nothing. It's just like saying, man, go on down there with that, bro. But we're saying get this all the way out of here, man. Especially outside entities that have came in and influenced a generation of people here in this Northwest, man. You got Crips, Bloods, Disciples. I mean, man, I can keep on going down the list. It's really, you know, it don't stop there. I mean, you got homegrown local hoods that then rose up, man. You know what I mean? I ain't even finna speak on it. Some of them ain't even worth speaking on, man. I ain't finna glorify that. But the point is, man, we have to come together and on some unity stuff, in the sense that come together, I mean come together and at least agree that we need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of this, period. I'm talking about parents coming together. I'm talking about ex-gang members. I'm talking about gang members that's tired of this. That's just, come on, man. You know what's right and you know what's wrong, man. And y'all see out here where we at, man, just keeping it real, it's washed up. You know it's washed up. Look at it, man. What are you holding on to, man? Real talk. But I'm not going to keep repeating myself, man. You know, rest in peace, Michael Jr., man. For y'all that ain't seen it, man, check this out, man. I got a little something more to say, man, when it's over, man. And with that, Assalamu alaikum.
Ward was shot several times outside an after-hours club early Sunday morning, but there are no clues who the shooter is.
For the first time, we are now hearing from Michael Ward's family, including his mother, who spoke exclusively with King 5's Janet Kim. She joins us live with that story that's new at 5:30.
Well, Greg and Dennis, when this initially happened, friends and family, dozens of them, came out to try to figure out exactly what happened. You see right now there is a memorial here where people have left flowers on South Yakima Avenue where Michael Ward Jr. was killed. Now, Tacoma police tell me it's still unclear whether he was targeted or if he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. They're answers this family wants to know.
And you guys, guess what? He weighed 4 pounds and 11 ounces.
Looking through old pictures, Irma Ward can't help but smile as she talks about her son, Michael Ward Jr., with Michael's fiance and stepmother.
Yeah, that was the worst delivery I ever had in my life.
Oh. It may be one of the first jokes she's cracked in days.
Michael was something else. He was funny, cared about everybody.
As she shifts from talking about the birth of her son to discussing his death.
I can't even imagine living without him in my life. I don't understand. I don't even understand how I feel right now.
They're the same emotions captured Sunday, hours after Michael Ward was shot outside an after-hours club. Perhaps most painful for the family is not knowing who's responsible and why.
And we are angry because of the way that it had to happen, or that it happened, because it didn't have to happen that way. It didn't. And we don't know. We're still trying to find out what happened.
Answers that won't bring back Michael, but they say at the very least will bring them justice.
The kids are supposed to bury their parents. Parents shouldn't have to bury their children. And I know whoever did this, your day is coming.
Now the family will be holding a candlelight vigil tonight on 21st Street between J Street and MLK. Right now they are trying to raise funds for the funeral services. They say Michael Ward did not have life insurance. We're live from Tacoma tonight. Janet Kim.
Assalamu alaikum. My heart is hard. I've been sitting here just going through a lot of emotions: anger, rage, confusion, worry. When you lose someone that you have love for, it stings. it stings. It's venomous. It's harsh. It hurts. I've had a lot of losses in my family. I've had a lot of loss of loved ones that were dear to me. I lost my mother when I was 19 years old. My grandmother a year later. My aunt. My mother's other sister. My other aunt. My grandfather. All back to back in a series in a row. My great uncles, great aunts. Auntie Rubagine just passed away. May Allah bless her soul. I had a grandfather that at 52 years old got shot with an AK-47 right on 23rd and M. My baby brother got shot 5 times. Alhamdulillah, he lived. Alhamdulillah, my grandfather lived. Alhamdulillah, I lived throughout all the trials and tribulations I went through. For those that know me, you know I've tread the trenches with you. We've done it. We did it. Started some of this. Finished some of it. So I'm not speaking from a place that you will look at me and say, this cat don't know what he's talking about. This cat ain't out here. This cat wasn't out here with us. You guys know me, man, and I don't really even open up and talk like this, man. You have to really know me to even know this part of me. But all that's said to say that, man, I've been there, I've done it, man, and I feel you. I feel your pain, man. I feel your hurt. I know what it's like. I've lost family members to violence. I've been victim of violence. I've been a perpetrator of violence. All this old nonsense in the past. So my thing is this: what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? Michael Jr., rest in peace. May Allah forgive him for his faults, make his grave spacious, and give him light, and give him mercy. But what about Michael Jr., man? Think about this, man. We all know this brother, man. We know him, man. We know him. Why? But it's going to take individuals like me, like you, and like you, and you too. And I'll start saying names if I have to. But it's going to take us, man, to get out here and put a clamper on this. End it. Cease it. It's done anyway. We all know it's done. What are you holding on to? It's done, homie. So, inshallah, I'm going to start calling some of y'all, man. And we finna dead all of this, man. It's done, man. This is Tacoma, Washington. Period. That Crip stuff, that blood stuff, that other things that came from other places need to be eradicated, man. This is the Northwest, fools. This is the Northwest, man. It's time to eradicate all that. Especially when they start taking out the ones that are dear and near to us. But in fact, every black man should be near and dear to us. And that's the movement I'm on. This Northwest, man. Everything else needs to be eradicated.
Bud got the inside stinking. I'm on point and my rolling in my 9-1 Lincoln. Evergreen bud, got the inside sinking. I'm on point and my pumps ain't leaking. I'm just rolling in my 9-1 Lincoln.
Oh. Free rolling on a bumper, getting at a bitch, in my own shit. It's a must that I bang the switch. Hot batteries with big strokes, hit the switch and it won't smoke. My shit's on fire, that 91 blinking low. The aim arms is done, ain't no leaning when I'm turning low. Smoke out the window, hit the switch when they staring low. Watch a square bitch trip, cause she wanna stare low. Hit the ground and look at the Lincoln flying. What the fuck, the way I drive is far from fair. I drive like I don't care. Oncoming traffic, my skills been mastered. Call me the sideshow, the Lincoln slide and ride slow. If she lose, she's knockable. The Lincoln's known for knocking
I'm
holes.
just rolling in my 9-1 Lincoln. Evergreen bud, got the inside stinking. I'm on point and my